What's up, guys? I'm out here at the farm. I am about to put my kayak on this and we are going to install an anchor trolley. I have made a video like this before, but it was with my other kayak that I still have, but I haven't fixed yet. It has a hole in it. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you go watch it. I think it's a great video of me finding out about that hole. But anyways, let's get to it. All right, now for someone that is untrained, this is a pretty heavy kayak, but you know, for me, this thing is lights, baby. Lights. Only like, what, 70 some pounds? 77 pounds, I think. Oh, yeah. All you need. Ugh. Whoa. I'm not in the middle of this. I just realized I put it on facing the wrong direction, so I'm gonna switch that over real quick, but we're gonna pretend I got it right the first time. So alright guys, so I have it all set up right here. I'm gonna keep that right there. That is the actual trolley line. It's really just paracord, very strong. Nothing's gonna really break that. So this is a pulley and this is a pulley, so just imagine that this is the boat, and then the top of the line is gonna go from the top of the pulley through this, then back through one of these, and then back over the other pulley, and then come through the bottom, and it's gonna loop, go into this, where you're gonna tie to this, and then you're gonna tie it into this, and it's gonna come back around and all loops together. What this does is it just holds the top line from getting mixed up with the bottom line so they don't get tangled or anything. And what this does, it actually locks it in place. So this is unlocked, so you can move the pulley however you want it, slide this side to side, and then when you lock it, it won't let it move at all. The tools that you're gonna need to install this is a drill, a Phillips head tip, and an 1/8 inch drill bit. I have all of these right over here. I actually have a whole set of drill bits that well, my dad has that I'm borrowing. Thanks, Dad. And you're also gonna need a Sharpie to mark where everything's gonna go. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna mark 6 inches from the front of the boat over, and then I'm gonna probably do right below this line right here is where I'm gonna put one of the pulleys, and then I'll do the same thing in the back, 6 inches off of the back, and I'll mark a spot right there, and then I will mark those with the Sharpie. I will drill one hole, then I will put the pulley on and screw one screw in, which they take 2 screws, but I'm not gonna do drill the second hole until I know exactly where it's gonna be by putting the pulley actually on there. So I will let you guys watch this, and then I'll show you when I'm done. Again, I'm gonna do 6 inches off of the back of the boat. Just put a little line right there, so you know where it is. And then I'm gonna put the pulley right where I put that line. I'm gonna put it right under this spot right here, and it should be perfect. Beautiful. All right, once you drill the hole, take the drill bit out, set it where you're not gonna lose it. Then you're gonna get the first screw. For the pulleys, you're gonna use the long screw to mount. Now the hole that you drilled is gonna be smaller than the screw, and that's because you don't wanna drill a hole that's too big, and then the screw just slides in and out, and it's not gonna be secure, and water's gonna get all on your boat. And because of that, the the screw may be hard to get in at first, but just walk it around and you'll be fine. Once you have the first one mounted, you're just going to do the same thing on the other side, but this is what it looks like right there. See how that pulley can freely move, but this is very secure. If you really aren't comfortable with there not being a rubber washer or anything on these screws, you can always put silicone around this. Just make sure not to get it on the pulley, because then it won't spin. But I'm going to do it on the other side, and then we're going to install the parts that hold the top end of the rope that's holding on to the anchor. All right, we got the front one installed right there. Pulley can turn just really easily. Right over here, pulley can turn really easily. This one actually is a little bit looser, but I think that's because I didn't tighten the screw as much on this side. I might have to come back around and tighten it a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. But that one's installed. I did actually push this one back a little bit more because on 6 inches, this little groove right here, it would have gone over that. And right now, it's right on top of it right now, but if I pushed it up here, it would have bent this, which it still probably would have worked just fine. But for just to make sure it worked, I moved it back 2 more inches. So this is actually 8 inches from the front. The back is 6 inches from the back. Now, we are now going to install these pieces right here, what you're gonna wanna do is divide your boat into thirds, and these are what's gonna separate it. So just pretend one's right there, and then one's right there. I haven't measured it, but roughly it's probably gonna be about right there and right there that I'll be installing them. But it's very easy on how you measure it, because all you're going to do is measure from the front pulley to the back pulley. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. You can be off a little bit. You're not really going to be able to show that easily. About 126 inches. So I'm going to divide 126 inches by 3, and that's how many inches is going to be in between everything. Now I can't do that kind of math in my head, so I am going to be doing it on my phone. Alright, 42 inches, even number. Really easy to do. So all you're gonna do, 42 right there, right at the crescent logo. You guys hear barking? It's just my dog. I think he's got to go to the bathroom. I have to let him out here in a second. All right. Now we can get those installed. Same thing as last time, 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm gonna mark where it's gonna be. All right. After you get the top screw in, you're gonna drill the bottom hole. All right, this is what it should look like when you're finished with the first half. If you guys can't tell already, this is the hole that the top of the line is going to go through. It's going to go all the way over here to the top of this pulley, come back through the bottom of the pulley, and then there's a spot right here for it to come back through, but it can also come out when it needs to. And it's going to go to the bottom of the next spot, which is going to be right here. And let's go through the bottom, back over the top, and back over, just like that. All right, now that we've got both of those installed and we got the pulleys installed, the next thing that we're going to install is the lock. So right where I'm sitting is where I'm going to have this, which is going to be right next to this other one. I'm probably going to have it right here. Yeah, I would say I'll put it right here just in case, because my seat, this is the front of my seat right here. So I'd say I'm going to put it about right there. All right guys, so everything that needs to be drilled and screwed is finished. We are done with that part. The most scary part about putting things onto your kayak, because what if there's a hole that it's gonna leak? But trust me, it won't. It didn't with my other kayak. This one, my other kayak, the trolley, actually wasn't Yak Attack name brand. It was an off-brand one that actually was missing a part when I installed it. So this one came much better equipped. But I have everything in. Now we just got to thread the line, and then we got to tie on the part that you're going to hook your anchor to. Now this is the easiest part, and it's also one of the most frustrating parts, because you got to tighten the line to where it's tight to your kayak enough to where it's not going to drag when you have it just sitting somewhere. But we'll get that installed. Also, I got the dog out here now because he didn't have to go to the bathroom. He just wanted to be outside. So there's that. All right, now that that's completely threaded through the top, I'm going to take this piece, which I have my anchor hooked to or tied to a lanyard, so it just clips on and I can take it off whenever I want. I'll show you guys that later, but I think that's the best thing you can do. We're just going to tie the end of the string to this, cut it, and then burn it so it doesn't go everywhere. If you ever dealt with paracord, you know what I'm talking about. That's good. You are going to make sure it is tight. And then that's where this anchor lock is really going to come in handy. Get it right where you want it. Oops. Lock this right there, just flip the switch, and then you can pull that thing tight as you need it. You don't want it too tight to where you can't pull it on and off, but you do want it tight enough to where it's not sticking out all the way out here. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut some of this off before I do this, because this is a lot of string to make a little knot with. Pull it tight as you can. Like, you think it's tight enough, it's not tight enough, pull it even tighter. And then just tie your knot. Alright guys, just to give you a visual, this is you sitting on the kayak. All you got to do, reach over, grab the top one, go this, or oops, sorry, these got a little switched up. That's why those are there. You grab the top one right here. You can either go forward or backwards. You can't really do much right now because I have the anchor on. Have it like this, connected, anchor is out. And if you ever get too stuck or anything, you can either cut the rope or undo that. And it also makes it for easier storage. It's a lot better. Sitting right here, you want it to come forward, you go like this. Shoots on by, boom, it's right there. Locking in place. It's not going anywhere. No matter how, not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I suggest you keep on your kayak just in case you ever need it. You never know, but this is the finished product, guys. Right there. Oh, might be locked. No, wait, it's not. This is locked. Does not move at all. Unlock it. It is going to be a little bit hard to move, but I would rather it be a little hard to move just because when you're on the water, you don't want it moving when you don't want it to move. Like if you forget to lock it and then you want to anchor with it just a little bit in front of you so you're facing a certain direction, you don't want the current to end up pulling it and then you anchored all the way up there so you're facing completely upstream. If you guys like this, I will link down in the description of the Yak Attack anchor trolley from their website. But if you like this video, if you want me to do more videos like this of things to my kayak, let me know what I should do next, and like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.